Hello all, I am Jairam in a series of providing video sessions on C programming language. In my last session, I have discussed about type of concept in C programming language. If you want that concept, please like my channel and subscribe my channel Jairam Tulapati for more videos. Now, in this session, I am going to discuss about input output functions. What is meant by input output functions? What are the different types of input output functions are there in C programming language? So this is the concept I am going to discuss in this session. So let's start the session. Input. What is meant by input? What is meant by output? So input means some data into a program. Feed some data into a program. That means all the data that we are enter from the keyboard, that is input. The user enter data from the keyboard is often called as input. So an input can be given in the form of a file, whether input may be in the form of a file or from the command line. C programming provides a set of built-in functions to read the given input and feed it to the program as per the requirement. So there are many number of ways. to read the given input from the keyboard or read the given input by using some built-in functions as per the program requirement. Next, output. What is meant by output? Here we can say output means display, the data displayed to the user. It displays some data on the screen or the printer or any file. Input means the user enter data is called input. Output means displayed some data on the screen or printer to the user. Next, C programming provides a set of built-in functions to output the data on the computer as well as to save it in text or binary files. So there are very many number of built-in functions to output the data on the computer screen as well as to save it in text or binary files. So this about output. By using many number of built-in functions, we can output the data onto computer screen as well as we can store the data into text or binary files. This about input or output. Next, here we have different types of standard files are available in C programming language. Those are standard input file, and next standard output file, next standard error file. These are two different files, and the file pointers of those are standard in for standard input, standard out for standard output, and standard error for standard error. And the device here is for the standard input, we take the file pointer of standard input or the standard input takes data from keyboard, and standard output means it displays data onto output screen. Next, standard error means it also displays the errors onto our screen. So these are the two different types of standard files are available in C programming language. Next, getChar and putChar functions in C programming language. So here the getChar function reads the next available character from the screen and return it as an integer. Okay, getChar function reads the next available character from the screen. That means it reads the next available character from the screen and return it as an integer. It takes the character from the keyboard and next it wait for a while and return it as an integer form. Next, this getChar function reads only one character at a time. Suppose we have entered many number of characters, that means we have entered a name, but it takes only single character at a time only. So that's why this getChar function you can use in many different types of for loops, or we can use while loops in order to execute the loop at many number of times. That means it can take only one character at a time. That means getChar functions are useful for programmer to use this getChar function in for loops and while loops. Next, putChar. What is meant by putChar function? Here the putChar function put the passed character on the screen. So it just puts the character it has received from the getChar function onto the screen and returns the same character. It returns the same character. Here the function puts only here the put character to returns here to it puts only one character at a time. GetChar means it reads the character at a time. PutChar means it passes the character or displays the character on it displays only one character at a time onto output screen. So you can use this method in the loop. Here too putChar method is also used in different types of loops. Now here I have written a small program on getChar. Let's try to understand the program. Here I have included the two basic header files. Next here I have written a main method where every program starts from main method only. Next here this is called clear screen for clearing the output screen every after running of the program every time. In order to clean the screen I have written this clear screen function in C program language. Next here I have taken a variable C of integer type. Next just I am printing here by using printf statement I am printing a value, enter a value. By using this C I am calling the function getChar. getChar is a function that is available in this header file. Basically stdio.a. stdio means standard input output. We are discussing the topic on input output functions. That's why this getChar function is available in stdio.h header file. IO means input output, standard input output header file. This getChar function is available standard stdio.h. That's why I am including this header file into program. Next, by using the C of integer variable I am just storing this getChar value and here next I am printing that getChar value onto output screen. Next by using putChar I am printing the value that I get from getChar. I am just passing that character value onto output screen by using putChar function. Here is a simple program on getChar putChar. Now let's observe the output clearly. Here enter a value. Here after compiling the program, here the compiler asks for enter a value. I have entered Jairam and press enter. Next line displayed as you entered J. Only J character is printed. Total name is not printed. Total name is not printed. Only the first character printed only. The first character printed only. Why? Because here the getChar putChar, the getChar takes only one character at a time and the putChar passed that value received from getChar onto output screen at a time, and this putChar too passed only one value at a time. That's why here as I have entered my full name but it prints only first letter of my name only. That is the difference. That is the importance of getChar putChar. That is the definition of getChar putChar. getChar means it reads only one character at a time and it puts that one character it passes that one character onto output screen. This is the definition of getChar and putChar, and this is the way we use putChar and getChar functions while writing a program in C programming language. Next, gets and puts functions. Gets and puts functions. Here this is the syntax. This is the way. Suppose the character get function. Here I am passing the character string of type pointer type. Next function reads a line from the standard input. Here gets character to reads a line from the input output into buffer by pointed to S until either a terminating new line or end of line is printed. That means here the gets function, by using get function it reads a line from standard input. That means we can That means it a getChar function able to receive the input from the user entered from the keyboard. That is, user means user is always enter the input from the keyboard, and this get function is able to take the input from the user, and here by using a pointer it points to the buffer. Buffer means some storage location, any storage location points to some storage location. So until how much time it reads the input from the user means whether it takes until it takes a terminator new line, that means slashing a terminator new line, or a end of file, or an end of file. As soon as the cursor encounters these two, whether a terminal is occurred at the end of that character, at the end of file is or either the compiler encounters end of file at the end of that character, it simply quits from this and stop the receiving input from the user. So the gets function stop receiving input from the user. Next, what is mean by put function? Here put function puts all the characters, passes the all the characters or prints the all the characters output screen until how much time it prints the standard out. That means it displays it passes the character that is received from the get function and passes the characters onto the output screen. By using the put function, it passed all those characters until a new line is tailing in, or a end of line is encountered. Till then it passes the characters it received and it prints the character onto output screen continuously without any taking interruptions. It continuously printing those values received from get functions until the put function encountered a new line character or a end of a character. So this is the main function here. You can observe, first of all, let's observe the difference between getChar function, putChar function, getChar, putChar, and gets and puts. What is the difference between these functions? What is the difference between these functions? Means here in get function, here in get function it takes all the characters, it takes characters at a time. Suppose here after compiling executing the program, it asks me enter a value. I have entered the value my name. Here I have entered my name Jairam. Then I press enter. It prints my total name. It prints my total name. While in getChar putChar function, it prints only first character of that name only. It does print first character. Why? Because here it reads the character at a time from the keyboard and it passes that character onto output screen. Whereas in get function, it puts the character that it continuously take the input. The get function continuously take the input from the user till it encounters a new line or a end of file argument or end of file instruction. It continuously printing the names, it continuously take the values, it continuously read the values from the keyboard until it reach a new line character or it reach a end of file statement. Next, put function 2, this put function pass the values onto output screen until it to reach a new line character or a end of file character. That's why here my name printed totally here Jairam is printed. I entered the value of Jairam and the output entered and the output is displayed full value as Jairam. That is the main difference between getChar and putChar and get function and put function. Next, scanf and printf functions. These are the often used in every program. These are the mainly used in each and every program in C program language. By using the printf statement, we can simply print the statements onto output screen. By using the scanf statement, it is easier to read the values at the runtime. The scanf function read the values at the runtime. By using printf function, we can display the values onto output screen. By using scanf function, it is easier to read the values from the input from the user at the runtime. That's why here I have written a The format can be here. How can we write printf statement? Can be written here in this way. Printf statement generally written as in double quotes format, and at end of the statement put a semicolon. Next, scanf function. How can we write a scanf function? Means here we have to define some format of that particular data type used in that scanf function. Here I have specified here. This is the way we specify the data type. Percentages, percentages means this of type is string type. Next this of type is integer type. Next this of type is character type. We have to mention their data types format in the scanf function. This is the scanf and printf functions. So first of all, let's understand the program. Here I have written a simple program on printf and scanf. Here I have included the two basic header files, and next here I have written a main method of void type. Next here I have written a clear screen for clearing the output string. Next here I have written three variables ABC of type is integer type. Next here I am printing a value, enter a value. Printf statement, just I am printing this value output screen. Next here I have written scanf function. This is the format, this is the way. Percentage d, their percentage d represents the a value is of integer type. That's why here I have written percentage d. If the value is of character type, I have write here percentage c. Depending on the variable data type, we have to write this percentage yes here like this. Percentage yes, percentage d, percentage c. Depending on data type, we have to mention their values here in the scanf function. Next I am passing the variable address here. Next I am passing the variable address. So after compiling, next I have entered a variable b value. Next I have written the same scanf function like that a scanf function. Next here I just adding here. I am adding these variables a and b, and the result I am storing those result in that function resulted the total result in the C. Now by using this printf statement, I am just printing the C value onto my output screen, the C of integer value onto my output screen. Why? Because the C value stored the result of a or a comma b. That's why I am printing the C value onto my output screen. Next here, after compiling the program, next here first statement it talks is enter a value. Then I have entered 10 and press enter. Then it asked enter b value. Then I have entered 20 and press enter. Then the result is displayed as 30. Why? Because just here I am adding these two variables a and b, and the result is I am storing in the C variable. That I am just printing that C value onto my output screen. This is the way printf and scanf functions are work. This is the general purpose. This is the way printf and scanf functions are going to work in the C programming language. So these are the different types of input-output functions are in C programming language. Get function, getChar, putChar functions, and gets puts functions, and scanf printf functions. These are the generally used functions, input-output functions in C programming language. So this about this session. Next session I am going to discuss about the file operations, how we can operate, how the operations on file, how we can perform operation, how we can perform a read operation on file, write operation on file, open a file, close a file. So these are the different types of operations, and we are generally perform on a file. So this topic I am going to discuss in my next session. So if you like this session, please like my videos and subscribe my channel Jairam Turlapati, and encourage me to do more videos, and comment here for your any suggestions and doubts. I shall explain all your doubts without any fail. And thank you one and all for watching, and thank you all.